Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear students of MA final year, how you folks are doing? In my today's class, I will read section 25 and section 27 of Song of Myself, and later I will tell you the interpretation and critical appreciation of these two sections. And it is to mention here that in these two sections, the writer glorifies his soul and sings the greatness of his soul. And let me first read section 25. Dazzling and tremendous, how quick the sunrise would kill me. If I could not now, and always send sunrise out of me. We also ascend dazzling and tremendous as the sun. We found our own, oh my soul, in the calm and cool of the daybreak. My voice goes after what my eyes cannot reach. With the twirl of my tongue, I encompass worlds and volumes of words. Speech is the twin of my vision. It is unequal to measure itself. It provokes me forever. It says sarcastically, Walt, you contain enough. Why don't you let it out then? Come now. I will not be tantalized. You conceive too much of articulation. Do you not know, O speech, how the birds beneath you are folded, waiting in gloom, protected by frost? The dirt receding before my prophetic screams. I underlying causes to balance them at last. My knowledge, my life bears it, keeping tally with the meaning of all things. Happiness, which whoever hears me, let him or her set out in search of this day. My final merit, I refuse you. I refuse putting from me what I really am. Encompass words, but never try to encompass me. I crowd your slickest and best by simply looking toward you. Writing and talk do not prove me. I carry the plenum of proof and everything else in my face. With the hush of my lips, I wholly confound the skeptic. And let me now tell you the meaning of some difficult words. Tantalized means provoked. Articulation means utter clearly. Slickest means glossy. Plenum means fullness. Confound means puzzle. And skeptic means cynic. And skeptic means cynic. And let me now tell you the critical appreciation and interpretation of this section. The self of the poet, after achieving the cosmic proportions, transcends the physical bounds of the earth. In this section, he mentions that the sun rises dazzling in the sky. The soul of the poet, like the sun, rises is elevated. The soul of the poet, like the sun, rises or is elevated. The sun rises every day and goes about the daily quest or journey. Similarly, the soul of the poet is in quest of the divine. The power of articulation in the poet can speak volumes of words about the seen and the unseen. Yet he feels that a lot of suggestiveness is there even in silence. Happiness and solace can be found in silence. He talks of himself and the soul. While talking of himself, he is talking of all beings. He glorifies the maker of all creation. He feels words are unnecessary to sing the glory of God. The glory and greatness of God is evident on the face of every human being, and it can be noticed on every creation of God. Hence, the poet sings the glory of the soul and its search for the divine in this wonderful section, that is section number 25. Now let me, my dear students, read section number 27, which is a very small section. To be in any form, what is that? Round and round we go, all of us, and ever come back thither. If nothing lay more developed, the quahog in his callous shell were enough. Mine is no callous shell. I have instant conductors all over me, whether I pass or stop. They seize every object and lead it harmlessly through me. I merely stir, press, feel with my fingers, and happy to touch my person to someone else is about as much as I can stand. And let me, my dear students, tell you the meaning of some difficult words. Quahog is tiny invertebrate animal with a shell found in North America. Callous means insensitive. And now let me tell you the critical appreciation and interpretation of this section, that is section number 27. The poet says that the physical form in any shape does not have much significance. That is, the outward appearance of human being matters little. It is the soul that matters greatly. He affirms that the immortal soul has a cyclic feature. It has neither a beginning nor an end. It traverses the universe, sometimes free and sometimes wrapped in physical forms. A man should never be a quahog, according to Walt Whitman. He gives his own example. He says, mine is no callous shell. I have instant conductors all over me, whether I pass or stop. They seize every object and lead it harmlessly through me. He considers himself a very sensitive human being. He gets thrilled and excited at the very touch of someone else. He is unlike the quahog. The quahog with a thick shell can never be sensitive to any form of touch. The poet compares his own body to a conductor. A conductor transmits or sends heat and electricity immediately. Similarly, his body is like the body electric, sensitive to external stimulus. The sensations resulting from this stimulus sends sparks of joy throughout his body. The poet enjoys it. The section exhibits Whitman as a very sensitive person. It shows that a human being is a human being only when he is alive to the existing conditions in the world. If the factors in the outside world do not have any impact or any influence on the human being, then he is similar to the insensitive quahog. He says one must definitely have the sense to feel. Only then can he enjoy his journey on this earth. And these two sections are comparatively very small. And please read these two sections carefully and try to fathom every line of these two sections. And I hope that you will enjoy these two sections. And with these few words, I would like to conclude my lecture for today. Thank you very much.